Once again, I really need to set my camera up. My mind's just firing with all this stuff today. Probably because I've been busy and doing a lot of driving. But it is Saturday, August 12th, 2023. And I made a video earlier and I just tweaked my brain. I mentioned that women that nag have a low vocabulary or a low understanding of words, low ability to obtain words. And it's not just women, but men as well. And I was thinking about how the left interacts on a couple different levels, and why the idea of a wizard casting spells is something that's cross-cultural and multi-generational. And then I was thinking of what's her name? I don't want to be disrespectful. The woman that escaped North Korea, Yeo Ming or whatever, I don't know her name. Andrew Schultz calls her the heavies, the Asian with the heavies. But words are very important. So when individuals have it's not necessarily about a small vocabulary, but being small-minded in a manner that words are difficult for you, you have a low verbal understanding on both ways. So you hear a word and you don't understand the word's connotation, denotation, and then you can be manipulated to then believe that word means whatever the wizards want you to believe that word is. They cast like a charm spell on you. And if you can just get certain words to have a connotation only, then you're just casting spells that are reactionary onto people that make them emotional. And then those emotional chemicals react. And once somebody's been, propagandized, it's easy to propagandize somebody through those words. And this works multiple phases. So it's a couple of things. There's a reason why women get what they need using their words, and weak men get what they need a lot of times by using their words. And so when you can't use your words, you have to go to violence. So men that can't use their words will go to violence. Women that can't use their words will subsidize or outsource their violence or nag and just repeat like an NPC. And this can be for a couple of reasons. One, they're in an emotional rut, meaning they're saying words, but it's a reaction to the chemicals that are happening. Whether, they're feeling anger or they're feeling sadness or whatever it is. But also, if you've noticed that over the years, the powers that be have not only changed the meanings of words, but lumped them together. So like prejudice, discrimination, racism, Nazi, sexism, misogyny, they all lump together to mean one thing, bad, like bad, and an emotional bad, taught that the emotion's bad. A lot of people went into college that shouldn't be in college, and they put this into their head, and they just know that they're supposed to react. They don't remember why it was bad or the story behind it. They weren't talked into it. They were emotionally propagandized into it. And then back to the Asian with the heavies. In countries like North Korea, they don't even have a word for liberty or for freedom. And when there's no way to express that, then you can remove it from the language. So when the left is trying to ban words too, like you can't talk about IQ, you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't say this, they're removing nuance from everyday speaking. And the big joke, I mean, on a couple of shows, I mean, there's a Chris Rock joke about it, let's just say. You know, there's a difference between black people and their counterparts. And, you know, the words mean different things. And the derogatory slur is meant to talk about particular types of individuals, whereas the other one is not anything anybody cares about. It's just scientific terms. But they've removed, if you think about all the scientific terms you're not allowed to talk about, and think about all the words that they're trying to ban, if those words get banned and you're not allowed to say them in a conversation, then how do you take the ideas and tell the ideas to the other person? So when you create hate speech, you're basically banning words that allow your competition, your opposition, to explain their point of view to the other person. So all you have is these emotional triggers and charm spells. I'm at my destination now, but I wanted to put that down there and give you some food for thought, how important language is and why countries would find it in their best interest to import people that don't speak the language, keep them not speaking the language, because if you import people from other countries that don't have certain words, like liberty, freedom, justice, and so on and so forth, they'll never bring that up, and it can get lost in translation.